Mu- Okay, here we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning to all of you guys. Welcome to another episode of the Dre Mag Show. I am your host, your man Dre Mag. And today I'm going to just have fun with you guys. We're going to talk about your top superhero cartoons of all time. We're gonna list up because there's so many people from different age ranges and stuff like that. What is up, D Stizzle? D Stizzle was in the house like always, man. Appreciate your support and with the other brothers out here, man. Really super for real. Appreciate your support on just a bunch of us fellow black YouTubers. So I appreciate you, bro. But today I'm gonna be asking you guys, what's your favorite superhero cartoon? What's your top superhero cartoons of all time? This is just gonna be fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a slow news cycle and everything. And besides rumors of Ryan Gosling being Mr. Fantastic, which just hasn't been confirmed by anybody. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go there. So I didn't want to do that. I didn't even want to get to that. You know what I mean? So basically, it's man, we just having fun. We just chopping it up, talk about cartoons. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna be with y'all that long. You know what I mean? So, and what I mean by that long, I'm not gonna go past an hour. Put it more like that. At the 8 o'clock mark, I'm probably gonna be off here because brother got the working out. You know what I'm saying? Feeling a little tight. You know what I'm saying? Arms looking all right. You know what I'm saying? Forehead still big, but you know what I'm saying? I can headbutt him up. Yeah, I can headbutt him on. But nah. I'm just having fun with you guys. You know what I mean? You already know how we kick it off. The real question is, he still said I could talk about superhero animation all day. You know what I mean? And that's kind of why I wanted to do this. Like I said, it's very slow. I didn't want to go off of rumors and do a reaction video to rumors. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be real with y'all. As a YouTuber, I hate fake reaction videos. I hate those videos where people was like super, oh my god, I hate that. I seriously hate that. I hate them fake reaction videos. Just all over dramatic and oh my god, oh really, oh my god, man, miss me with that. If I do it, it's genuine because I have no sense. So if I'm hyped about something, you will know. Because absolutely, my grandma told me a long time ago, God rest her soul, that I didn't have the good sense God gave me. And you know what? Every day she is proven right. Every day. I look in the mirror and be like, you ain't got the good sense God gave you. And I know it. So if I do it, it's fun. It's real. But I just hate that. And then, you know what I mean? Um certain YouTubers ought be putting out stuff like, oh, is oh yeah, crime from a 30-second trailer. Yeah. Yeah. I know someone who's seen that Wakanda Forever trailer. Bruh. Bruh. Seriously, bro. I don't think that emotion. And if you had that emotion, they shouldn't have did that in the trailer. But anyway, um, I didn't also want to just hop on somebody's rumors. Sometimes, man, I do a reaction video, but man, I'm not even gonna hold you, man. I'll be really looking for content to be able to talk about. You know what I mean? So we can be able to have engagement and stuff like that. And I haven't. Normally I just take a break. I wouldn't even do a show. You know what I mean? But for me, I'm just like the show got to go on. The show got to continue to go on. You know what I'm saying? No matter how I feel or whatever. If I'm trying to earn you guys this, thumbs up, all I ask for is a thumbs up. Well, I got to come every day with something. You know what I mean? I got to show y'all that I'm working hard every day for y'all. You know what I mean? That's why I come in and try to do this every morning. And normally 9 times out of 10, being honest with you, is more profitable, or it's more, and what I mean by profitable, before you become monetized, it's more profitable to just do be a 3 to 5 minute video than it is to do a live stream. But I like to do, me and my brother was talking about this last night, and I was telling him I like to do live streams because I like the interaction. You know what I mean? Some of these content creators got acting chops. Yeah, they do, because man, they be doing and I'm not mad at them. That's how they draw their crowd. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. But some of the overreactions and all of that, like, I mean, my son watched the dudes from the that do the Linky Box or whatever. He watches that every day. He watches to the point where all their overreactions is his overreactions, and he's 8. You know what I mean? And every time he goes on, now he has to commentate one of the video games he's playing. Whether it's one of the games that's on, like, a tablet, or he got to talk through the whole game he's playing on PS5. I'm like, dude, shut it up. Shut up. Nobody want to hear it. But but I guess that's the generation. Everybody wants to get their reaction. Everybody wants to do this and the other. I'm not mad at it. It's just something that I wouldn't do. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm an RN, and I don't mean registered nurse. You know what I'm saying? I don't play around like that. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm going to talk about, and then this poses to the question. You know what I'm saying? Once we get some, especially if we get more people in, if you're watching this on the replay, I'm going to start off and tell you some of my top superhero cartoons of all time. Now, I'm going to omit anime because I'm talking about Western cartoons, Western superhero cartoons. Your Supermans, your Batmans, X-Men, Fantastic Four, those. Because if I went anime, Dragon Ball is killing all of it. I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan. You know what I'm saying? Huge Dragon Ball fan. Actually, I like anime because I was watching Gintama too, and Gintama is hilarious. The movie, hilarious. You know what I mean? But I have to eliminate anime in this discussion because it's some of my favorite cartoons gonna take an L, and I'm omitting adult cartoons too. So no Family Guy, superhero cartoons, Western superhero cartoons. So no Family Guy, no Simpsons. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. So I'm going to give you, anime is a totally different animal. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, anime is a totally different animal. It's like comparing North America comics to manga, and it's hard. Dude, there's a lot of manga that go hard because of and because the Japanese has a different way of putting out that manga. They don't have the restrictions that a lot of Americans do. So half of these people in America couldn't handle a real manga on the shelf just chilling. You know what I'm saying? And your kid reading that, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, what kind of horrible crap is this?" They're gonna be bringing back the comic book code. Was it the comic book of Code Authority or whatever? Yeah, it was a comic book Code Authority of America. Is that what it's called? So yeah. So one of my top, I'm gonna do 5 as far as superhero cartoons that's Western. I'm gonna start off with, like, I'm gonna just do 5. And that'll give you a barometer. Then, as you come in, you can put it in the comment section, you put it in the live chat. You know what I'm saying? What's yours? But my number 5 would be Transformers. Now, I did not know when I was a kid that this was a about 22-minute commercial to get somebody to buy me some toys. Did not know that. And I mean, when I tell you Transformers was serious in my house, man, oh my God, how many times I wanted Bumblebee? Hold on, matter of fact, while we at it, I'm going to open up some boxes while I'm talking about Transformers. But Transformers, number 5, is literally, as far as superheroes, they were superheroes. It was just a robots in disguise. And technically, since they had a Marvel Comics tie-in, they're technically on that list. For me, is like a superhero cartoon. There were robots. They fought evil robots, and just got, let me get this in the camera. Just got Beachcomber in, the new updated Beachcomber. So, yep, you already know where Beachcomber's going, and I got a other Beachcomber, but now I can be able to replace it. Well, actually put him somewhere else where I got other G1 cartoons, stuff is that. But Transformers, again, did not know it was a 30-minute cartoon to buy toys. But it's just a Marvel tie-in, even though the Marvel comic, because I got Transformers number 1 from Marvel, nowhere close to the cartoon. Matter of fact, man, that mug, I mean, I thought the Decepticons and Autobots in the cartoon, when it was on site, it was on site. I've never, man, that comic, why? Maybe because they're robots and they like, we don't care about the violence and the rope. Man, beating the brakes off of Transformers. So I'm gonna put Transformers as far as superhero cartoons. That's going to be my number 5. So my number 4, this is going to be kind of surprising. Hard for me to rank this stuff, but 2 cartoons that set off for me 4 or 5 years old: Super Friends, Spider-Man's Amazing Friends. And that's where, okay, so because anybody who knows me knows what my top cartoon of all time, superhero cartoon of all time. But I'm gonna give you one that shocked me when I watched it, but it was so freaking good. In number 4 is Teen Titans. Teen Titans, yeah, Transformers G.I. Joe comics were grittier, way more grittier than the show. But number 4, Teen Titans. Teen Titans, I'm not talking about Teen Titans Go, but you know, they use the same voice actors or whatever. Teen Titans is really good. It's a really good, solid superhero. I mean, it's Warner Brothers, but as far as something that was a syndication or something that came on like weekly and stuff like that, or Teen Titans was dope. Teen Titans, dope. Very good storylines. You know, that's why it was kind of hard for me to take I guess because, you know, you see Teen Titans, you see how dope they are with Beast Boy and Robin. You know what I'm saying? And Robin is not a joke. You know, I mean, Teen Titans Go, he is a joke. But, you know, even when they did Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go, it gave you that nostalgia that you have for Teen Titans, dude. I mean, like, okay, Teen Titans, now I'm not going to lie. Teen Titans Go! It's funny. It's amusing. It's everything. But as far as, like, when I'm sitting down and I need a good story, I need action mixed in with comedy, Teen Titans is dope. Now, I put Teen Titans over Spider-Man animated series, and I was glued to Spider-Man animated series. This is one of my favorite. Like, that version of Spider-Man was the Spider-Man that I didn't say I didn't grow up with, but I paid more attention to. Because, of course, these two, we probably around the same age. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends and all of that, which I remember Frank Welker being the voice of, I think he's the voice of Johnny Storm. No, he's the voice of Iceman. Because it's Firestarter, Spider-Man, and Iceman. Yeah. Firestar. Yeah, Firestar. But Spider-Man the animated series, talking about glued, man, again, this was the era where, and especially the 90s, where I wanted comics and nobody would buy me comics. We didn't go to the comic store, all of that. So all of my comics, all of my comics, as far as comic knowledge at the time, came from a show. Yeah, yeah, automatic. But when I looked at the totality, like as far as a show, Teen Titans Go, I in it in like I said, the '90s animated show did not, it aged well. It wasn't. It's nowhere close to horrible. It's nowhere close to horrible. But there's some. It's very '90s. I will say it's very '90s. But yeah, number 4, Teen Titans Go. That's one of my favorites. Number 3 would be. This is kind of. Because there's 3. They're all interchangeable. They're all interchangeable. But if I'm going with number 3, God, this is hard because I want to say I'm gonna give number 3 to X-Men and the animated series. And the only reason why I'm giving this number 3 is because the last season trash. Because they ran out of money, all of that. Yeah, trash. They man, the animators was different. Yeah, 80s Hulk, 90s Hulk. The Incredible Hulk show was actually pretty dope too. And Iron Man was dope. But Fantastic Four wasn't bad either. I don't think they give a lot of props to that Iron Man series either. But they were actually really, really good. And remember they did the crossover with the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, or whatever. But speaking of X-Men, they literally told the story. Like for me, this is just for me because nobody would buy me the comics. You know what I'm saying? So my hobby when I was a kid was collecting football cards. But when I wanted to get comics and stuff like that, I had to buy myself. Wasn't nobody buying me comics. Remember, this is the time where comics was like $1.25 or something like that. You know what I mean? Hold on. I gotta get this. I want to open this up too. But comics like $1.25 or stuff like that. But X-Men, the animated series, I felt like I knew the comics. And at the time, I didn't know they took a lot of Claremont's ideas. Because Claremont was the one, if you want to be honest, if you want to really be honest with yourself, because I love Chris Claremont. He's one of my favorite writers. Or him and Frank Miller is one of my favorite writers of all time. And the reason why is because the different tones that they did with the this is dope. I can't wait to show. Oh, I didn't know this was coming in. I gotta show y'all this though. But I got excited. This is what I'm telling you. I be getting excited. But what they did with the X-Men animated series of tying in, racism, homophobia, all of that, and they put into the show, but they made the mutants the one who had to deal with that. That came from Chris Claremont. And I don't see how Chris Claremont is again, Chris Claremont, Christopher Priest, Frank Miller, Fabian Nicieza, because he's the one who, of course, I'm a Deadpool fan to the heart. And if it wasn't for Fabian, we don't get the Deadpool that we have now that breaks the fourth wall. You know what I mean? So he said, yeah, I dug Iron Man Fantastic Four. They were dope. Spidey, Hulk, Fantastic Four introduced me to Marvel Universe. Those characters will all be some my exact, and I agree with you. Yeah. Wolverine's my second favorite. He's okay. He's my 1A. Well, I mean 1B. What is up, my boy? What is up with you, dog? Now, since you ain't here, you got to put what's your favorite superhero cartoon of all time? Yeah. When I was able to start reading comic books, like, I was a big fan of Daniel Way's take on Wade Wilson too. And I actually have the X Marks the Spot. I got this X Marks the Spot hardback trade paperback signed by Daniel Way too. I'm a big fan of Jonathan Hickman too. You know what I mean? Todd McFarlane's take on Spine too was dope. Static Shock. Static Shock. Daniel Way is good because he made the story like Wade was being Wade, but the story around it, because that was Hydra Cap and all of that. And man, I don't even want to go there, but the stories are so good. It was the time that Cyclops didn't think he was worthy of leaving the X-Men. Man, oh my God. Oh my God, they tied that stuff in so perfectly. Oh my God, Daniel Way is a really good writer. He was a really good writer for Deadpool. I'm trying to think Jonathan Hickman and Brian Michael Bendis. And I know a lot of people are Brian Michael Bendis, depending on what he's writing, you know what I mean, or the character that he's invested in at that time. I know Brian Michael Bendis is kind of like, you know what I'm saying, for some people, but it really just depends on the character that he's talking about at that time. Joe Kelly, man, oh my man, I'm about to start sound like my man from Comics Explained. Let me tell you that Joe Kelly run with when he with Madcap and all it. Let me tell you, you know what I mean? Static Shock was my introduction to the melanated superhero. And I've told this story before. My introduction to a black superhero was actually Spawn number 18. That comic is special to my heart because it was the first time I've ever seen a black superhero before. So Brian Michael Bendis was always better with street level hero. Yeah. And that's why I said it's really just depending on who he's writing. I mean, what character he's writing, because it could be hit and miss. And I'm not even gonna sit up there and just like I'm just a super fan. No. Sometimes it is hit and miss. It is hit and miss, just depending on who he's writing. The other guy who wrote Donna X and Power X, not Jonathan Hickman. What's his name? You'll know exactly who I'm talking about. Can't think of his name. He's a famous writer too. But when they brought back the X-Men with Power X, is it House of X? It's Power X and something else. When they reintroduced them, they was in Krakoa, and I said they did that so they can. It's not Jonathan Hickman didn't write that. I forgot, and I don't feel like pulling up no comics since I'm sleepy. Not even gonna hold you, but yeah, I kind of got off. But anyway, the reason why I like the X-Men animated series is because they took a lot of Chris Claremont's writings at that time, and they put them in that show. You know what I'm saying? And it made me understand. Like, actually, I used to get mad because the humans really hated the mutants. I'm like, what the hell? Why do they hate them so much? You know what I mean? And I love that about the show. And he said, what was it? Black Lightning, Luke Cage, Storm. But I mean, technically, the first one I seen in comics was Spawn. The first time I seen a black superhero was Storm in the X-Men animated series. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna be real with you. The only time I knew about Storm was that crappy ass X-Men game for Nintendo. And it was so crappy that I didn't care about her being a black superhero. That game is garbage. Garbage, pale juice with the maggots swimming around in brown, dirty, stanky. Oh, God, it stinks. It stinks. And I hate it. But anyway, before I get to the next one, get to number 2. I just got this 2-pack in. Rise of the Tyranny 2-pack. Man, Minor Megatron and Senator Ratback from the IDW comics. I'm not gonna lie. This is hard. Man, that's hard. Got the Evo Fusion gimmick. Oh, What I mean, boy. LOL. I played most of those X-Men games. Man, I have played every X-Men game except for there was one that was on, I think, PS1 that I didn't play. I forgot the name of it. But the X-Men game that was like the one Marvel game that was top base. Man, that mug was dope. But that X-Men game for Nintendo, 100% garbage pail juice. Terrible. What's going on, Historical Panther? What's going on? Hey, bro, what do you think about Ghost Rider? Ghost Rider cartoon? Or just Ghost Rider, period? Side note, I found MODOK t-shirts on. You know you got to hook a brother up with the MODOK. Is it the MODOK from now let me ask you, is the MODOK from Quantumania? Because I'm trolling the hell out of everybody. Period and cartoon. I remember a little bit about the cartoon. Ghost Rider has always been one of my favorite characters because he's a torn soul. And to me, like, okay, so for one, Ghost Rider was one of my favorite characters to pick up. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 when it first came out, we used to run rough shot with Ghost Rider. But what I like about Ghost Rider, because he is a tormented soul, you know what I mean? And you know, you got that superhero, like basically, nigga can steal your soul by looking at looking me in the eyes. I'm taking all of your soul, man. Shang Tsung, who? Man, Ghost Rider is dope. He's one of the most underrated, you know, characters in Marvel. Like, I mean, I know he had the movies or whatever, and it was done by Nick Cage, which I thought Nick Cage was a cool Ghost Rider. You know what I mean? The movies are not that great, but it's Nick Cage. Nick Cage being Nick Cage. You know what I mean? But in the comics, you know, Cosmic Ghost Rider, man, dog, he's dope. He's super duper dope, and one of my favorites, especially like, you know, you start looking at the Midnight Suns and stuff like that. He's dope. He's super super dope. What's up? Blue is in the house. What's up? It's an original. That original. Oh yeah. And trust me, it would be back here, if that mug didn't cost $700. Trust me on that one. Appreciate you, Historical Panther. Thanks for coming in and hanging with me, man. Thank you. Make sure I go live every day, Monday through Friday, 7:00. You know what I'm saying? To give you early morning blurred stuff. And then on Mondays, coming next week, 7:00, Blue, Mika G, Dre Mac, blurred as bloop. Experience is coming to you. Where we debate comic book movies, whatever. We'll debate Spider-Man game. It don't matter. We coming for the juggler. We coming for you, the whole snap. Nah. All right, so let me get to my number 2. So I got so X-Men is number 3 just because of season 4. You know what I mean? Number 2, Batman the Animated Series. When you start talking about the level of writing, Batman the Animated Series is one of the greatest written Western comic book TV shows of all time. I don't care what anybody say. Is one, and you could bring in your Justice League Unlimited. You could bring in even Batman. What was it? Not Batman Unlimited. God dang it, I was about to call Batman Unlimited. Batman Beyond. Nothing compares to Batman the Animated Series. I don't care who you are. That is one of the best cartoons ever written. The best Batman. You know, RP what's his name? Did the Batman voice. God. Now I can't think because I'm just so when I think about Batman the animated series, it's still one of the greatest cartoons that was ever done for that was Western and for that audience. I mean, tune in I'm talking about flying home to watch Batman the animated series. Flying, I'm talking about running home. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he used to play after Tiny Toon Adventures for me. I think it was the Tiny Toon Adventures or Animaniacs. The Batman the animated series came on. Man, top tier, second favorite cartoon of all time. Batman the animated series is so incredibly dope. Nick did what he could, but those films were good, and it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. And I like Nick Cage is Nick Cage, so I'm gonna watch it anyway for Nick. I'm gonna watch it for Nick Cage. But man, I do wish that the movies was a little bit better. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But 90s Batman, now Superman was good, but I'm okay. You took a character that was created in the show, Harley Quinn, and she's I'm talking about one of the most cosplayed characters of all time. I mean, literally, you know what I mean? They literally, I mean, like, yeah, it was 90s Batman and X-Men. Where's the top? That's why I have them, you know what I'm saying, side by side. The only difference is because that Fox, they were being cheap. They were being super cheap. And the thing that made Batman the animated series so dope, they had Warner Brothers. And because of the success of Batman 89, you know what I'm saying, Batman Returns is still a good flick. You know what I mean? Now we started to get into, you know, the other stuff, you know, Batman and Robin and Batman Forever. That's different. You know what I'm saying? But as far as, you know, the aesthetic of what Batman is, they define, and you know what I liked about it? Because when you go back and watch Mask of the Phantasm, which is basically a full-length Batman animated series movie, they define the character of Bruce Wayne, and that is the only thing that I have not liked about the movies, the movies so far. Just kind of like what the Superman 90 show. They define the character of Clark Kent in the Superman show. You know what I mean? They define the character of Bruce Wayne. It's just not just Batman. And that's the thing that I feel like a lot of movies get. I understand we want to get to the Batman stuff. I get it. But Bruce Wayne is a character too. It's like what I feel about Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. What I don't like about Mark Ruffalo's Hulk is because you're talking about someone who's tormented every day being the Hulk, and you're not exploring that. What it feels like having this other guy in you, and that's the only thing that I liked about the Incredible Hulk movie, because they what's his name? What's his face? Y'all put it in the comments. You know I am. They played Bruce Banner in that movie. At least they took time out to kind of get you an understanding of Bruce Banner a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And why he was trying to, you know, do what he was doing to try to suppress it. And we haven't seen that in Mark Ruffalo's Hulk since Avengers. If you want to be real. You know what I mean? So I mean, it kind of dealt with that a little bit in Age of Ultron, but hell, then he went off and flawed off in the Quinjet. So I actually like Superman more than Batman. With Marvel, I prefer street level heroes over OP heroes. Edward Norton, yeah. Personally, I like Batman because you know, Bruce Wayne was the front. Batman is really who he is. But Mask of the Phantasm, the way that they broke down his character and the torment and the hurt that he has, man, is amazing. If you haven't watched Mask of the Phantasm, you are completely missing out. That's one of the best comic book movies of all time, and I'm not joking. I am not joking. And everybody who knows me knows, you know what I'm saying, what's my number one favorite comic book movie of all time. It ain't Marvel or DC. You know what I mean? So hold on. I like Mark in Avengers 1, but he's been trash ever since. They're just not exploring the character of you, and it pissed me. That's what pissed me off about She-Hulk so bad. This dude has been tormented, and y'all making this a joke. Man, I don't even want to go there. I don't even want to think about She-Hulk because every time I think about She-Hulk, it pisses me off. And I'm glad we haven't heard anything about She-Hulk in a year. Because God, Lee, or about a year. Mark wants to make the Hulk fun, and he isn't funny. He's basically a horror, and he is. Man, I wish I could have seen Master of the Phantasm in theaters. That is one of the best. Mark Hamill's Joker. Dog. Man, that whole Kevin Conroy. R.I.P. Kevin Conroy. But man, that's what made me like Batman. To the utmost extent. Made me like Batman. But I own the Master of the Phantasm body as a kid. That's dope. Hulk is my third favorite Marvel superhero. I say pissed off at the MC at his MCU treatment. That's why I think and as much as I hate She-Hulk, remember they introduced his son. Wouldn't it be okay? I'm gonna just give you a theory before I give you my number one. Wouldn't it be dope? And I hate to say it like this, that his son dies by the hands of the Avengers, and that's where we get World War Hulk. Just saying, where he snaps because in World War Hulk storyline, what was it? His wife that gets killed or whatever, or was it his wife and his kids get killed in that World War Hulk storyline, and he snaps. For one, he got pissed off because the Illuminati sent him across space, and then he get there, and then his kids and stuff like that get that impartial was a scar, yeah. But somebody gets killed. I forgot. I think it was his wife, and his family gets killed, and he snapped. You know what I mean? He super snapped. So yeah. Anyway, let me get to my number one favorite superhero cartoon of all time in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. For one, I've always been a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ever since I first laid eyes on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like Transformers is one of my favorite cartoon toys, all of that of all time. But when we're talking about we're talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, dog, I'm still in. I'm all in. Yeah, his wife gets killed because Tony made the ship blow up. That's right. Yeah. He thought his wife and son were killed. Later, he found out he had two sons. Yeah, and it was in that whole World War Hulk storyline was crazy. I think him and Sentry went when he was World War Hulk. Him and Sentry battled, and shit, Sentry wouldn't back down either. Man, oh my God, I don't even want to think. Man, more and more I think about it, man. Let me get off of it because I was about to go on a tangent. But anyway, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, so I used to come home. The theme song is one of my favorite. Of course, I got the mini arcade back there. You know what I mean? Of TMNT, I got my TMNT toys, all of that. Proper list, cuz appreciate it. He put hands and feet on every man. But he did go toe to toe with the Sentry, though. You know what I'm saying? And they basically fought till they got tired. You know what I mean? But he was putting boots to asses. Loved every minute of it. You know what? Next week, you know what I might do? Since we're talking like cartoons and stuff, next week, if y'all down for it, but Sentry, he put hands on Sentry, but it wasn't like Sentry was like getting whooped on like everybody else. He ran roughshod through everybody. Like when it's like when when Doomsday came to Earth, and now he's just running a rough shot through people. Yeah, as I remember, his ship exploded was an accident or something. Dog, I bought that. I almost bought that comic, the whole run for like $100, and I didn't. Now that it's not $100 anymore. It's nowhere close to $100 anymore. But yeah, I think next week I might do Kung Fu. Yeah, let's do that. Next week we talk about like my top 10 Kung Fu movies of all time. Let's do that. He went to the X Mansion to get Charles Xavier, wreck the X dog. War man. World War Hulk is man. Man. Anyway, but yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, so this is how I went. I think that show debuted in 1987 or something like that. So I want to say I was like in the second or third grade. I remember coming home, Batman, second or third grade. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came on. Like I had to watch. Like basically, my uncle allowed me to watch it while I did my homework. You know what I mean? And I fell in love. Michelangelo is my favorite Ninja Turtle all time. Next to Donatello, Leonardo, and Raphael. You know what I mean? But if you watch, like I got the whole entire collection of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from the whole entire run, right? And I remember the earlier season it was a little bit more serious until they got into the wackiness, and then they got more serious towards the end of the run, where they start using um the intro. The intro was different, but they was using clips from the movie, from the first movie, and it had nothing to do with any of that. You know, remember when what he did to Wolverine though? He said he knew he couldn't kill him, so he just beat the brains into a point where he couldn't function no more. Man, beat the brain. He was beating everybody. He was beating. I mean, awesome. But yeah, so I used to come home, and then I had a partner that I was cool with at the time, and he taught me how to draw Ninja Turtles. You know what I'm saying? He taught me how to draw Ninja Turtles. So we would draw Ninja Turtles. Fourth grade came around. You know what I'm saying? We was getting toys, all of this, and at the time, I can only get a certain amount of like toys and stuff like that. And you know what I mean? My uncle was trying to grow me up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And he had me really focus on like sports and stuff like that. So he wouldn't buy me the toys and stuff like that, like that. You know what I mean? So I ain't gonna lie, I used to snatch them. You know what I'm saying? Wherever I could get them, man, I used to snatch them up. My uncle be like, "Man, where you get that from?" I ain't never seen that before. I be like, "Hey, one of my friends got it to me," not knowing I'm stuffing stuff in my pockets. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying it's right. You ain't saying it's right. But when I was a kid, I really wanted them Ninja Turtles that bad. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes me, and I'm about to wrap this up here in a minute. That's what makes collecting for me so satisfying because now I ain't gotta steal. You know what I mean? I got the turtles that I always wanted. You know what I'm saying? In the package, over there chilling. I could look at them. I got now. I'm the kind of collector that if I can, I'll buy two sets, especially if it's something that I really, really want, because I want one to, the figure on hand so I can take it out the package and pose them and stuff like that. And then I want one in the box. I'm that kind of collector. You know what I mean? I did that with Minosaur. Minosaur was my first. The Minosaur that just came out under Legacy. That was my first combiner. You know what I'm saying? I end up buying two. One, when the Stunticons are just in their car modes. You know what I'm saying? I had them transformed in robot mode, then I transformed to car mode. Then the ones that I have that I created Minosaur. You know what I mean? That was my first combiner. And then I end up getting Devastator next, which is my favorite combiner of all time. You know what I mean? But when it came to the Turtles, because I knew that I was taking them, I was stealing. Now, I was just to kind of give you a little backstory before I go. I was a state custody kid, so I would go from home to home. So one home wouldn't buy certain stuff, but another home would. And I got X-Men toys from Toy Biz. I had the Cyclops that if you push the button on the back of his head, his eyes will light up. You know what I'm saying? The Wolverine, if you could pop his claws. And now I look back at that stuff, you know what I'm saying? I could buy that stuff myself. You know what I mean? And I just spent bread on this. And then maybe it's a little bit of the little boy inside was like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Now you get to be able to have what you want, you know what I mean? Without having to steal or take from somebody else, which is not right. You know what I'm saying? He even got a song about it saying, kids, they ain't the way. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, and Turtles was my biggest thing. My favorite movie of all time is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990. It's my favorite comic book movie of all time. I can watch it over and over and over and over and over again and never get bored. Never get mad, never nothing. Can watch it over and over again. It's my favorite one. You know what I'm saying? Up there with, you know, like Ghostbusters, Gremlins, you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. It gives me that nostalgia feel. You know what I mean? So I'm proud to be a collector because I don't have to take for nobody no more. You know what I mean? And I get to be able to have exactly what I want and be able to enjoy it. You know what I mean? So, what is your guys' favorite top cartoons, man? What nostalgia do you get when you go back and you watch this stuff? Especially what made you a blur and got into comics and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Whether, you know, it's comics, it's anime, whatever. What got you to this point where you would geek out over something as small as, you know, they announced Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool and he's doing his own movie, and you freak out because Ryan Reynolds is one of your favorite actors of all times since Waiting. You know what I mean? But put it in the comment section what you guys say. Thank you guys for chilling with me and everything. Let me make sure that that I'll let people know what the contest is. Drake for the past, let it go. What's up? This your man Drake Mack. Want a chance to win a little bit of my money?
Got my money?
Well, all you got to do is like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Go ahead and hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. You know why? Because I'm trying to hit 2,000 subscribers.
Baby needs shoes. My wife needs clothes.
Once I hit 2,000 subscribers, if you like, share, and subscribe to this channel, you will actually have a chance to win a $100 gift card.
Message.
Again, like, share, subscribe, share with your friends. Once I hit 2,000 subscribers, I'm giving away $100. Want a chance to win? All you got to do is do that, and I'll see you on the other side. Hopefully, you're the winner. You guys are the winner. Oh yeah, hold up. Let me give you that. Yeah, the first horror movie is a classic and debatable greatest comic book movie of all. Now that we could debate, I would debate you all day, all night over that one. That in the adaptation that they did from the first comic is, I mean, they couldn't do everything because they was asking April for beer and all of that in that first comic because I got it. I don't know, but X-Men Evolution was really good too. I'm not gonna poo-poo X-Men Evolution. Oh yeah. I will give you Avengers Earth Mightiest Heroes because they did do Panther's Quest and Panther's Quest, and I think that's season 7. Panther's Quest is dope. That's when I knew that they was messing up T'Challa in the MCU because man, he was way more formidable in Panther's Quest than he ever was, except for the first one. You know what I'm saying? Captain America Civil War. But yeah, love that. I'm a big fan. That's my favorite comic book movie of all time. I think it's the best comic book movie of all time. Short, to the point, and it's a lot of character development in there in certain ways. So anyway, you know what I mean? Y'all know what time it is.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that up, B.
All right, so you already know what it's time for. It's time to wrap it up. Again, just to run down: number 5, Transformers; number 4, what did I say at number 4? Transformers; number 4, did I put X-Men? Yeah, X-Men animated series. Then number 3, hold up, I'm missing one. No, number 4 was Teen Titans. Number 3 was X-Men animated series. Number 2 is Batman, the animated series, and then number 1 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But what is yours, man? Make sure that you guys put in the comment section Oh, that was Avengers Assemble. That still was dope. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. But again, thank you guys for tuning in. If you watch this on replay, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget, if this is your first time kicking it with me, like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe hard. I gotta get a way to do this. Maybe I'll do it on this side. All right, where's my outro at? Peace, D Sizzle. I gotta get out of here. Where's my outro? If you came to this part of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you want to get a little bit more personal with me, make sure that you follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll holler at you guys later. Peace and vibe higher.